Well, and hit that bell. The bell's important.
Too. Hit the bell.
Yeah, the bell will tell you on your phone when it is. I have the bell, so I know when the new videos are out. So if you don't hit that bell.
Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin with Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. We are at Comic-Con Revolution in West Palm Beach, Florida this weekend, and look what we found.
Hey.
We're going to hang out with Travis Gibb, comic creator and Hangin with Web Show alum, and just all-around good guy. As far as you know, I'm telling the truth.
Right.
That's right. So
he wouldn't lie to you just because he's on TV or video.
Yeah, right.
Like.
This is real news. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Broke Down and 4 Dead Bodies. Man, look at that.
Yeah. We got the color one out.
Look, last time we talked to Travis was Space Coast Comixx.
Space Coast Comixx, yeah. Since then, I had a whole nother 2 books come out.
Yes.
As well as Broke Down 2 is just going on Kickstarter this March.
This March. Going on Kickstarter.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks, we're just waiting. We have a guy who got sick. He's waiting on one cover, and that's it. We're done. The book's done.
Wow.
Ready to go. Super excited about it. We did so well on raising this. We raised $4,000 on this one since last we talked. We did Dog Days, which raised $6,000, which is a graphic novel.
Wow.
And then we did The Advocator, which raised $3,000. And now back to Broke Down, because we didn't forget them. We didn't forget.
That's
we're
right.
back.
But then we broke down.
We broke down again.
We broke down again.
We got to see what's happening. It's broke down in 5 dead bodies.
5.
Right.
They got a bigger trunk.
Right. Things are escalating quickly.
Things are escalating quickly, out of hand. Not to mention, the last time we sat down with Travis, we were looking at the previs, basically, the black and white version. And since then, you've learned how to color.
Yes. We've had a wonderful colorist, and it's really cool,
it's
too.
Adult learning. It takes a while.
And people love that black and white still, though, man. I sell it at my table.
Well, it has because of the topic, it has a kind of a Pulp Fiction noir feel to it, that black and white cover.
Black and white fits for crime, right? Original crime comics were written in the black and white. Even when they went to color, crime stayed black and white because they like those dark inks, they like those dark things. So I'll always have a noir edition. I'll always have a black and white edition. But, you know, today's comics, you need color, right? You need good stuff.
And let's face it, you go a little Pulp Fiction in
here,
so color helps.
It does. A
little bit of spray here and a little, you know,
I should add some red, some blood to the black and whites is what I should do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, give it the old
that
Sin
Spielberg
City
touch, Sin City touch. Yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah.
So all the books are going great. The Kickstarters are funding really well. You know, now you have been a pop culture and fan forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you made that leap. You came over here on this side of the table to being a creator, and you're just going strong.
Yeah.
So, did you think that it was gonna be this successful this fast?
Well, I mean, I tried it once in 2003. And I came out with a couple of books then, but social media wasn't a thing, and there wasn't people like you allowing creators a chance and a platform to sit down and talk about their creation. Those things didn't exist. So I knew it, but it would have been so much more work. Now I actually can do stuff. I have a baby coming this year, and it's not going to slow me down because I can still make a presence, do my thing. Which is really, really cool. I mean,
congratulations on the new baby.
Thanks.
Yes.
I have 8 books coming out this year.
8 books?
8 books.
Awesome.
Is that crazy?
That is.
Last year I had 1 black and white rush where we're like, I swear we have a Kickstarter coming for the real one, right?
Someday in the really near sort of future,
Yeah, I have 8 books. I have a major publisher that's probably going to publish me by the end of the year.
Very nice.
I got a target I do, so we'll definitely tell you guys all that here.
He's moving into the hybrid world, so he's doing his indie, and he's doing you're going to be the major publisher too. You're going to do wow, which is an awesome place to live. If you can live in that hybrid world where you can push out the stuff that's really commercially successful over here, and you can still put out the indie stuff and still get your stuff out. Yeah, that's the perfect world to live in.
I mean, and that should be the goal, right? So, Robert Kirkman, the guy who does Walking Dead, said people ask him all the time, "Hey, when are you gonna go to Marvel or DC?" And he's like, "I own my own restaurant. Why would I start working at Carrabba's?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You know, well, it's great to have a major publisher on the line, or even a larger one of the small press publishers.
Yeah.
Is terrific if you know that you have something that is going to just be a commercial, you know, you grab.
Exactly.
Because that's what they do. They can reach that market, but you know, you want to control your stuff. If you can control your indie products and get it out here to these fans.
Yeah, exactly.
You've really got something. And so to live in that world where you're able to say I can do either, depending on what product I'm moving.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place to live for a creator. It gives us the freedom we need and the security we need.
Absolutely.
At the same time. And with a new baby on the way and the family growing, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
And 9 books, though, that's a good year.
Those logos are good on the title, too. Those logos.
Yes, they are. They look really good up there. All right, so I'll tell you what. We left down at broke down at 4 dead bodies.
That's where we left off.
That's where we left off. We were on the side of the road.
Okay.
Dead bodies piling up.
Yeah.
All right, Dog Days.
Dog Days.
Dog Days. Tell us about Dog Days, man.
So someone broke down at 4 dead bodies.
Okay.
And this is how these things happen. Someone read it. They read the comic, they loved it, and what they did was they're like, hey, can you finish this graphic novel? The writer had quit. It's not because he didn't like the project, he just had too many projects, quit on it. There was 10 pages done, and they asked me to finish the book. So it's crime noir like a Zootopia of dog animals, right?
Dude.
Right up my wheelhouse.
Awesome.
So there's about 2 dogs that are detectives, and they're solving a mystery about people getting skinned. So all these animals are being skinned alive and their meats are being sold on the black market. So that's what it is. It's an original graphic novel. It's going to be out by San Diego Comic-Con from Evelzine Publishing.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. We funded on Kickstarter. We're $6,000, which we did really, really well on Kickstarter.
That is amazing. You know, you seem to have done something over there in crowdfunding that the indie community has struggled with for a long time.
Yeah.
And with no trade secrets or anything, but to you, what has been the biggest thing that has helped you break through in crowdfunding that a lot of indies may be forgetting about or not doing or not utilizing?
They think of it from their perspective on what they want to buy. For instance, I have 4 variant covers for Broke Down and 4 Dead Bodies. I don't like variant covers. I only buy 1 copy of a book. I may pick that variant cover, sure, but I'm only going to buy 1 copy. But you have to cater to the collector's audience.
Okay.
And they don't, right? They're just like, I just want to keep it simple. I want to keep it basic. I want to have 1 copy. Well, that cuts from your funds because you only had that 1 $5 book. It takes a lot of $5 books. However, if I have this cover was done by Carl Moline. He does Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay, yes.
Now I can sell this cover for $8 instead of $5. So now I'm making more profit. I'm getting more people to do it.
And more people are coming over, and then maybe they came over because they heard about that cover, but they're collectors, so they want to have the variations.
And they want to have them all, so that means I can have 3 covers for $50. It's going a heck of a lot farther than my $5 a copy.
So the key is to try to get outside of your own head.
Correct.
And get into their heads.
Correct. What are people looking for?
That's awesome. That's a great piece of advice right there, especially for creators, because we spend a lot of time in our own heads.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we like it there, which is why we put out books and stuff. So we have to get into the market's head a little bit. So you've been working a lot with Rob Anderson and the rest of the crew over at Indie Advocate.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, we came out with the Advocator.
Yes.
The Advocator was it was my idea. I presented it to Rob. Rob had the vehicle. He had Indie Advocates. He had the website, and I was like, hey, I was thinking about my needs, right? So, from when we talked in like what was it, November, October?
October, yeah.
Yeah, October. Okay, I don't have issue 2.0. That's a problem, right? Normal people out of sight, out of mind. Okay, what can I do to solve that? So we came out with Indie Advocates, and what it is, it's 4 pages of my story. So there's a broke down story in issue 1 of the Advocator.
Awesome.
And it allows us to get another book out at a cheap cost.
You know what's great about that is that it throws back to where we all started anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's so used to going in the shop and picking up a Spider-Man comic.
Right.
Picking up a Superman comic or a Justice League or whatever you're into.
Exactly.
What we forget is that all of those properties started as 4 pages
Small
in something serial magazines back in the day. And you put them all together and you got a comic book, and then it wasn't until the 50s and 60s that everybody started having their own spine. But it used to be in a magazine or I think the famous one in the 70s was for writers who were trying to get out there.
The Science Fiction Magazine?
Reader's Digest and Science Fiction Magazine were the places where you could submit your short stories and hope that you got picked up.
And that was our idea, but we wanted to take it 1 step further. So I can go into 1,000 anthologies every day. There's Hamilton. There's a space anthology. There was an Elvis one I saw yesterday. But what we wanted to do was, you have a franchise that you're trying to promote and get out there. How do we have your franchise share with the other franchises that are trying to get out there?
Nice.
And that's what we created in this vehicle to do so. Spring edition, it's all funded. It's getting shipped out to everybody. That was the winter edition. Now the spring edition's on its way, which is really cool.
Well, and outside of the arts too, you and I have talked for a long time.
Yeah.
As social networking and social media has grown, about keeping the networking in that.
Absolutely.
Because so much of the time, it becomes, again, right now it's gone from being the social network to social media.
Correct.
And it's great for us, that's wonderful, that's what we do, we're a media company, but it's still a network. You still have to have those connections and sharing each other's work.
Yeah,
and
if you don't,
if
you don't have a few people who support you, you're not going to make it. And you've seen it, the people who don't have friends, they don't make friends well, and they're just like, oh, why is nobody buying my book? Well, because you're not friends with anybody, you're not building a relationship.
Yes.
You know, a lot of those people, they may not even like my book, but they're going to buy it every time because they like me.
That's it.
Right.
And, you know,
and then I'm going to find my real fans through that.
Exactly, because they're going to share it. They might buy a book because they know Travis, they like Travis, but then they say to their friend, hey, well, do you like, I got this book from a friend of mine, but do you like, you know, Pulp Fiction? Do you like crime noir? Do you like crime stories?
Yeah.
Oh, try this.
Yeah, exactly.
All of a sudden you have a fan.
Right.
And, oh man, there's that card again.
Oh, wow, what's that say?
Wow, that's the We Gotta Go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
There's a lot of words on there.
There's a lot of words on there, that's right, because we have to thank our partners and our friends and people who share these videos on the World Wide Web. We want to start with our good friends at Foxwood Vines, formerly Pound the Grape, CBS Radio's Radio.com, Krypton Radio, Celestial Healings. I want to thank J. Bauer Art for all the fantastic art on the walls.
Wow.
Here. This is amazing
stuff.
That's
really cool stuff.
We have a cosplay Michael full portrait that Michael got for his birthday from Josh.
That is amazing.
It's amazing.
I'm going to get a cover from him.
There you go. J. Bauer Art. Space Coast Comixx, Jake and Dave over there, and of course now with Indie Originals coming out, with IndieCon coming up, Famous Faces and Funnies. Thank you so much to Rick Shea, Some Unique Magazine out of St. Louis, our very first partner, our very first sponsor of the show. So thank you guys for sharing these videos all over the World Wide Web. We thank you for watching and for coming back over and over again. Remember, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with.
Well, and hit that bell. The bell's important.
Hit the bell,
Yeah, the bell will tell you on your phone when it is. I have the bell, so I know when the new videos are out. So if you don't hit that bell, you're not going to know when they're out, and you're going to have to go there.
Just in case you want to know when to check your phone, every single weekday at 2 p.m. there's a new interview episode, so check it out, everybody. See who we're hanging with next. Thank you. Awesome.